Thank you so much, Neil. Here with our Murray Lumber Player of the Game. That's wide receiver James Sappington. James, what a game here tonight. Back and forth contest. You got that big touchdown reception. Thought we were going to get tied. The weather, the pressure sometimes coming from behind, caused that fumble. That's kind of where the game went awry. But all in all, talk about the positives, what you take from this game, momentum going against such a great team on their home field where they are very rarely lost over the last decade.
Yeah, I think tonight we bounced back a lot from what we did last week. And I think play calling was great. Players all worked together really well, and I think we were able to show some of our talent and what we really have. We still got a ways to go to get better, and prepped up for Kentucky and then conference play a couple weeks after that. But I really like the way we were putting our effort out there, and I know we have the talent. We in the locker room, we know we have that talent. It's just getting to crack through that shell to where it all bursts and we're ready to roll, and it's going to happen. I 100% believe that, but it's just we're just working our way right up to it.
Just look at the development from this past week. After the 6 turnovers a week ago against SIU to tonight, holding on to the ball. Ball control was the main key, and you did that. Yes, there was, of course, the pick in the end zone, a couple of fumbles due to the bad weather here tonight, but the same thing on the other end. One of the best two-way games we've seen here in a while, both sides of the ball defensively, and, of course, you on the offensive side.
Yeah, our defense was really stout. A lot of times, we stuffed them at the goal line, and then there were silly penalties and stuff like that. But our defense played really well, and then our offense was working on all cylinders. We were grinding, just going through it. And our quarterback puts that ball on the money. It's like my grandma could have caught that ball, So it was Drew's great quarterback. Offensive line's doing really well. The receivers come together. Our running game's strong. It's just a matter of putting it all together into a full game. And I 100% believe and know we're going to do that.
And talk about working with Anderson. What an arm he has. And, again, you got to be in the right place at the right time. But more times you are working together, more games in, the better it's going to be.
Absolutely, yeah. Same for the whole team. Yeah, absolutely.
And then, of course, what was the message finally in the locker room from Coach Stewart?
The message was to be unselfish. I think I wasn't aware fully of it, but I think we had some silly penalties, talking back, something like that on the field. I'm not sure, but the message was to be unselfish. He said we played 3 great quarters, and then that we just got to keep our head about ourselves, and if we do that, we come out on top of this game. But if we don't, things happen. So it's just some of us looking at ourselves in the mirror and be like, who are we playing for out here, And I think we're all getting on that right page. It's just thankfully we've had a couple games out of conference to get our minds right to do that.
Absolutely. And talk about your teammate here beside you. You got another man coming out to talk to us.
Yeah, Black Sanford, team leader for sure, 100%. Love that guy. He's always pumping us up before the games, after the games, keeping our heads up on the sideline. True leader for our team, and we wouldn't be where we are without him.
Thanks, James.
Absolutely.
All right, Mr. Sanford, come on over here. Again, talk about the message in the locker room tonight after the game. This is a nationally ranked team. Still, you don't believe the hype till you come in here. You proved your merit here tonight against a team like this, knowing how good you can be going back into conference play. What are these positives you take from this game?
Well, it's a lot of positives that we can pull away. Obviously we didn't finish the game well, but at the beginning of the game we played great 3 quarters, like Coach said, and we just left some plays out on the field. But it's a lot of positive things we can take. A lot of the young guys rotating. We had a lot of depth going in, and I think we played good on offense and defense for 3 quarters, but we just got to finish the game. We got to keep tagging along, keep pushing.
And besides the physical part of this game, the mental fortitude and toughness of you, of course, the hour and 17 rain delay and the lightning delay, you came out stronger, better than ever. Talk about during that delay what the kind of the message was there and how you responded and what you've been working on over this last week. It was a tough week last week, 6 turnovers, and coming to this week, battling, grinding out almost a big win on the road.
Well, I tell you, when you have 6 turnovers in the game, you're really going to get it at practice, and that's exactly what we did. We got it at practice. We had a lot of mental days. A lot of days we went back to the fundamentals. And the delay, that's really didn't stop us. We love each other. We have fun in the locker room. We stay pumped. So when we came back on the field, we was ready to go. There was nothing about it.
Finally, you got one more test before conference play. You get to go to an SEC team in Kentucky next week. They're undefeated. They beat Florida. This is going to be tough, but that doesn't mean anything to you. Like I said, can't believe the hype. Got to go in there, play it one down at a time to get better and get ready for that possibly run at the OVC championship.
Well, I tell you, we're going to go in there and be physical. They just beat Florida, but we coming in there physical just like we was tonight. We're going to come out with the W next week. We're going to go in physical, and we're going to hit them hard. That's exactly how our plan going to be, hit them hard. Take care of the ball, take the ball away on defense, and we're going to hit them hard.